strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you could possibly imagine.
Welcome everybody, it's Bulldog back with another video against Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. This one comes via Bladebacca, so thank you very much for sending me this strategy, sending me the video with it, allowing me to use this. I really appreciate it. He sent me multiple things in the past. He does a great job with theory crafting, all sorts of stuff. So again, thank you very much to Bladebacca for this. We are going back to the fives cheese here. So this is probably going to get changed soon. We're not sure how, but for the meantime, this works extremely well using a Kenobi lead instead of a Padme lead. So Kenobi gives bonus health, bonus defense, and that's going to allow both him and fives paired with Barriss to basically survive indefinitely. And it's going to open up a few more options. You can save Padme for another team if this is Grand Arena. You can also use Jedi Knight Anakin instead of Gas. For some reason, you can't use Jedi Knight Anakin with the Padme squad because he has a higher target priority than fives, or at least an equal target priority, and he will get hit and get taken down even if fives is still up. For some reason, whenever Kenobi's the lead, Anakin doesn't have as high of a target priority. So Kylo will go after either Kenobi that's taunting or fives, even if he's not taunting. So let's get into the footage here. I'm going to talk about mods here kind of at the end. You want defense mods here. For Kenobi and fives, you want defense mods. And I want you to pay attention particularly to fives. So Kenobi doesn't have a lot of defense mods. I think he just has one set. Fives has two. I'm going to show you a second video. We're going to use Gas instead of Jedi Knight Anakin. But fives in the second video is going to have health mods. And I want you to see the difference in how much damage Kylo is doing. Defense mods are great for fives, not only sets, but primaries as well. Going full defense is great here. And one other thing I want to talk about before I get complaints on it, I'll get complaints on it anyways. People are going to ask what is up with the opposing squad here. Why are we using First Order Special Forces, TIE Pilot, and Phasma? And this is a team that's becoming more popular. I'm not going to go into it in too much detail here, but the speed up paired with the speed down, the defense down, it works extremely well. And the other thing is this team doesn't have Sith Trooper. So I also wanted to showcase that you don't need Sith Trooper on the other side in order to run this. If you have a Padme lead, you need Sith Trooper in there. Or you pretty much need Sith Trooper in there. I've seen some without it, but those assists are what trigger the protection up from the from Padme's lead, which is going to make fives pretty much indestructible. But if you take out those assists, you don't get that protection up, which really hurts that squad. So this works without having Sith Trooper in there. And then you've got one good thing about Anakin, he has that healing immunity, so Supreme Leader Kylo Ren isn't going to heal himself, at least not as much here. And then even when that healing immunity is not on there, Kylo's just not doing as much damage when we've got all that extra defense in there. So his healing comes from health steal. He's not doing as much damage. He's not healing himself up as much. And as you can see here, there's no problems whittling him down. There's still 2.5 minutes left. I don't think he finishes this battle, but you can see where it's going here. It works extremely well. This was not run on full auto. I kind of think it would work on full auto. I don't know that for sure. But it works extremely well. So this is a great team. Now let me flip off here. I'm going to show you the mods. Let me get myself off the screen so you can see this better. So the right side of the screen with the defense mods are the mods that you just saw ran. I'm sorry, I guess the bottom was cut off. I'm just now noticing that as I'm making the video. But that cross at the bottom is a health primary cross on both sides. So health and defense is what you want to mod them for, but prioritize defense. Even defense primaries would be better than health primaries in this particular situation. Fives is has that much defense that adding that extra bonus is absolutely huge. But on the left is going to be how he was modded in this upcoming video that I'm going to show you using Gas. You'll notice that it's a lot more iffy. So let's get into that video here. Maybe in just a second, if I can get everything off the screen. There we go. Here it is. So Fives is going to take much bigger hits. You can already see the damage is increased. Even Kenobi just having, I'll show his mods at the end as well here, but he just has one extra defensive set, but he's still taking more damage than he would before. But this still works. It's still going to work. I'm not sure as far as reliability and using Anakin instead of gas. I don't know the exact details, but you definitely want defense mods if you're going to routinely run this team. Defense mods work so much better. Like already, look how far. I don't think we saw Fives drop below 50% health in the first one. Now, luckily, you've got Barris, who is amazing on this squad because she's going to get a lot of bonus turn meter here, and from all the crits that everybody's taking. She's obviously got her unique that heals, and then with the Kenobi lead, whenever she does her heal, she'll frequently call mass assist as well, getting some extra damage in there. So she is great. You don't use Watt in this with this team. You're going to must use Barris. That's who you're going to use here. And obviously, there's no doubt gas is going to work here. And General Anakin Skywalker is simply going to be a better character than Jedi Knight Anakin. But if you're running this in Grand Arena, it's a way that you can run this counter and save Padme. You can save gas and run him with another Jedi squad or another. You can even do. There's even enough 501st that you could do an undersized 501st squad or something like that. So this is, again, a tremendous team going up against the same team we saw in the first one, but you can see Kylo is just hitting a lot harder because of those mods. So the reason I wanted to show this second clip is just to let you guys kind of see the difference between health and defense sets. And it could be even more extreme if there were defense primaries on this as well. But a lot of people just don't have those defense primaries because they're not used as much. But defense is such an underrated stat. Should have flipped it up here so you could see me. Although some of you may like that better. It's defense on tanks. Defense is absolutely huge. It's one of the most underappreciated areas of the game is defense mods, particular defense sets, but even defense primaries. And then here are the Kenobi mods. I'll get myself back off the screen. Took me too long to get back up here. So here you can see again, there's only one extra defense set in here, but it's still that one extra defense set decreased the amount of damage Kenobi was taking pretty significantly. So defense is very big. It doesn't look like much. So the armor down here, 68% versus 71.2%. Most people think, 3% armor, that's not that big of a deal. It really is that big of a deal. It is a big difference. So the two takeaways from this video are essentially being able to use, obviously, the team using Kenobi to take out Supreme Leader Kylo Ren on these full First Order squads, but then defense mods are great. I cannot recommend defense squads enough for your tanks. They work extremely well. I absolutely love them. At some point, I'm going to do a full video and kind of break down the math for some of you. I know a lot of you don't care about the math, and you can just take my word for it that defense mods are awesome. Defense sets in particular are awesome for tanks. But I do want to actually go down and show you some of you guys the math so you can see all that. But anyways, I hope this team will stick around for a little bit because it's kind of fun, and I want to try doing some other things with it and getting some other footage of maybe some characters to use even besides Anakin. So I've got some more things planned there, but we'll see how quickly this gets nerfed. And I don't know. I'm curious what their plan was as far as changing this, because mainly we've seen the 5Gs being used with Padme. We've seen it in some other instances, but it's primarily been with Padme. So I don't know if their original plan was to address it just under a Padme lead or anything like that, and maybe something like this could sneak through. I thought about not publishing the video until after the rework in case this would escape that rework, like if they were just going to address it under a Padme lead or something like that, because that just feels like something CG would do, is thinking that it just needed to be addressed under Padme and maybe leaving a Kenobi lead alone. But I don't know. I thought I'd go ahead and get this out of here anyways, just so we can. I don't know. Like I said, I think this will be very useful for a lot of people, and especially in Grand Arena where you can save some. This is kind of a cheaper counter in a way. Still Kenobi's a raid character, but if you're going up against Galactic Legends, I know some people have complained about having, like, in the Traya videos, how a lot of you don't have Traya and the raid characters, and saying that's not a cheap counter. But if you're going up against Galactic Legends, somebody like Kenobi is just somebody that you're expected to have, to be honest. So I think this is a very cheap counter to Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, especially when you don't have to use gas, you don't have to use Droideka, who a lot of people don't have at a high relic. We did one with Droideka. That was kind of a cheap counter as well. But this is improving on that even more. So again, huge shout out to Bladebacca. Thank you very much for sending this. I really appreciate it. And stay tuned, guys. There's more coming.